So Ray, season 3.
Yes.
Talk to me. What do you think is happening with Ray as a person, as a character? And I know you can't do spoilers. We're not asking for spoilers, but in the sense of who, his journey this season. What would you say?
Well, I think we're going to get back to Ray's inventing roots more this season, which I'm excited about. It's kind of how Ray started on Arrow was being the inventor and a scientist, and that's where a lot of his passion grew out of. Bettering the world through his inventions, through Palmer Technologies, and we've lost that a little bit. So he gets excited about traveling to new time and dressing up and that kind of stuff, but this is like real stuff that is life-changing in many ways. So we're going to explore that more, and kind of Ray, I think, is going to have to figure out if he thinks he can actually or should affect change through his creations, more so than rather than just following the rules of not messing with time.
Ray kind of feels like the lieutenant to Sarah's captain. Do you see Ray want to take more of a leadership role? Or?
I personally would. I mean, I think Ray's up to the task. He led a sort of Fortune 500 company when he was at Palmer Technologies, and he was the CEO of a huge tech company. Like, he knows how to lead people. It's not into battle, but he knows how to manage personalities and that kind of stuff. So I think he's fully capable of taking on a larger role for the team. If that ever happens, I'd welcome it. It'd be fun.
I've always felt there's a little bit of kind of like an OCD quality to Ray, and with all of the chaos that we saw that's waiting for the team now,
I don't know if it's OCD or if it's following the rules, which I guess is kind of like OCD is morally what's right and the following the line, because it just makes sense to do it that way. Like, you clean up after the rat, you clean up there so you don't have rats in the ship, like in one of the episodes. It just it's just common sense, and following common sense is part of it. But I think that also makes him a little bit unique, and they tend to give me the little, he's allergic to cats, he can't do this, because it makes it funny and gives me quirks, and I take it on all those as badges of honor, I guess, to make Ray, multifaceted.
I was going to say, what went through your mind when you read the script for the premiere of this season?
It was be big, and what's it gonna how are we gonna pull off a circus look? But production went all out, and we have rented real deal old school tents and shipped them up to Vancouver, and it was a real circus that was going on. You saw the teaser that we played at our panel. It felt like we were really at the circus. I brought my son up, and he, he's almost 5, and he went nuts for it. That was really pretty awesome.
Is there an aspect of Ray's character that you haven't explored yet that you'd like to?
I don't know. I mean, we get into his worldview, but I always a champion of showing that more without preaching or being too big. Speaking about compassion for all human life and kind of the worldly view of biggerness and bringing everyone together. I think we're all just trying to save time day by day on the show, that we don't have those overarching views about how he sees the world. But I think that would be. I think that's what he's trying to do at Palmer Tech was to make inventions that would help the world, become a better place and make people more efficient. So I guess that would be something, but maybe it's too lofty for our show.
A lot of people use the phrase that the show really found its legs, found itself in the second season. Do you feel that way, and how does that carry over into this new year?
I think that's true, and I think we're doubling down on that in season 3. The zaniness, the not taking itself too seriously, is something that us as actors respond to. I certainly respond to it, and that's what makes it fun for me. To do the comedic stuff, and the drama is fun too, but our show is not heavy on the drama. There's not enough time for a lot of drama. It's action, fast-paced, and if you can make that fast-paced action fun and funny as well, I think that's what people are responding to. It's different. It's not what the other shows in our universe have as much, so it makes us unique.
When it comes to the comedy in the show, is there anyone that you'd like to interact with more?
Nate, always. I mean, we're a good team. I have fun whenever I have scenes with him because we make up silly stuff, and then we watch the final cut, and hope to see what makes it and what doesn't, see how we can influence and just kind of one up ourselves with silliness. So yeah.
Is there a lot of room for improvisation?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's the only time I don't do it is when we're like rushing and we don't have time, which happens a lot in TV. We have to shoot very quickly, but I'll throw in stuff, and if nobody stops me, I just keep going and do it. And a lot of it makes it. I tend to do it at the end of takes, so that if they don't, they can then not have it in there if they don't like it.
Don't wait.
How are you doing?
I thought you had one.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine. I usually am shooting off my mouth anyway. In terms of the action of the show and having to do so much physical, is that something that you find enjoyable?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes.
Okay.
I've been acting for almost 19 years now, and I've done a lot of action stuff. It's fun when you have a time to rehearse it, and oftentimes we don't have any time to rehearse. We're learning it 5 minutes before we're shooting it, or I'm watching my stunt double do it, and then I'm going in and doing a couple beats. In the suit, it's good and bad, because if it's a hot day, then it's just kind of gross in this hot, sweaty thing. But it can be fun. Certain things are fun, like the sword fighting in the Camelot episode. I would have done every episode like that. That's exciting for me. The fisticuffs I've done a lot of, and it can be fun, but it's also it's usually rushed is the problem, and that makes me anxious because I don't want to hurt somebody or hurt myself, and trying to. That's why the stunt doubles are so great.
Yeah. Taking it away from you.
Thanks, guys.